Hello family, welcome back to Sasu Flavas. Welcome back to my kitchen. Come on in. Today we're gonna make Chinese takeout, but guess what? It's gonna be at home. I'm gonna show you how to make this pepper steak that is so delicious, so yummy. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, and let's start cooking. First things first, let's begin with our ingredients. We have cornstarch, baking soda, soy sauce, olive oil, oyster sauce, a little honey, some black pepper. Then here I have red and green bell pepper. I love the savory flavor of the green pepper, and the red pepper has that sweet taste, and plus the color looks amazing in your pepper steak. If you have not subscribed yet to this channel, go ahead, give your girl a thumbs up, click that notification bell so you never miss a video when I push out these delicious authentic recipes. We are making black pepper steak today, okay? So here, as you can see, I'm cutting my peppers the same size because you want them to cook at the same time, and they need to look pretty, and plus they need to look Chinese style, okay? So go ahead and cut your green pepper, your green onion, I should say, excuse me. So it look like this, like that. Then we go right into our minced garlic because you can't have pepper steak without some fresh garlic. So go ahead and mince that garlic up. Then your onion should look like this. I'm using a red and a sweet Vidalia onion. So you want it to look like this so it has that look like Chinese food. Then here I have some flank steak that I wash with some lime and vinegar. You know, over here we wash in every meat, okay? Then I pat it dry with a paper towel before recording. And whenever you're preparing steak, you want to make sure you cut against the grain, meaning the muscle that's in there, don't cut through the muscle, cut against the grain of that muscle, because if you don't cut it right, your meat is gonna be tough when you cook it, okay? So we're gonna cut it like this, and as you can see, these strips are big, so I'm actually gonna cut these down so they begin to look like little bite size, okay? And they still have that thickness, so you want to cut them just like that, like that. Here you can see it better. My knife is not the best, but at least it's getting the job done. So once we're finished cutting this, we're gonna make sure we go ahead and put it in a glass bowl, and then we're gonna start seasoning. So you just want to make sure that your meat is cut to the same size so that when you cook it, it cooks at the same time, okay? Because they're the same size. So once you're finished putting your meat into your bowl, let's go ahead and get our soy sauce ready. Add your soy sauce. In this recipe, I'm assuming this is dark soy sauce. Some people use light and dark. Here I got some oyster sauce. And because I've been using this soy sauce, I know how salt it is. So there's that. Here's some honey because we are making pepper steak and we do want that taste. Baking soda helps to tenderize the meat, so I'm just adding a little bit. Then we go in with our cornstarch, followed by black pepper, a little salt, and some water. And then we're gonna go ahead and mix this together. Some people also prepare a slurry mix with cornstarch, but we're not doing that in this recipe. You're gonna see what I do at the end to still have that gravy, because remember your meat has the cornstarch, so you don't need to add any additional cornstarch. So you're gonna give that a good mix, and then we're gonna finish it off with our olive oil and sesame oil. You want to make sure that you do this after you've seasoned the meat. Add your oils last, okay? Once that's finished, let's get ready to fry our onions and bell peppers. Let this sit to the side to marinate. Here, I'm adding all the onions. And you don't want them to fry to the point where they're so soft. You just want to get that oniony smell, oniony raw taste out so that you can add it in at the end. So we're gonna go ahead and let this fry for about 30 seconds. I'm adding a little salt so that when you bite into these onions, you taste flavor. Some people add sugar for this recipe, but I opted to use honey, okay? So we can have the balance of that sweet salt, and it's not gonna be very sweet at all. This is a little honey. Gonna mix it really well, and about this time I like the way this is looking, and I'm gonna take it out and set it to the side, because remember, it's still gonna cook again when you add it with your beef. And if you are still hanging and watching this video, give your girl a thumbs up, click that subscribe button, click the notification bell so you never miss a video when I push out these delicious, authentic food and juice recipes. We're doing the same thing for the bell peppers, adding a little salt, adding a little honey, mixing it up really well, and then we're gonna set this to the side. And then we're gonna get to the good part, which is the flank steak. We're gonna fry that flank steak up. Let me know in the comments if you've ever had pepper steak before when you went to the Chinese store. If you've never had it before, you can make it at home. It's a real easy Friday night meal, weekday meal. When your kid's trying to get you to buy them that pizza or to go eat out, make this at home. So go ahead and add your flank steak in. Make sure your stove is not up too high, okay? Because we don't want this to burn before it starts cooking. So you're gonna go ahead and just add your meat in. And as you can see, it's starting to look like it's doing what it's supposed to do. So about this time, I'm gonna add my fresh minced garlic. This is gonna give it such a good smell, such a good flavor. Then I have my ginger garlic paste that has some habanero pepper in there. You can add some ginger if you want. You can add whatever pepper you like. You don't have to add this, but this gives it a nice kick and a nice flavor. So our beef looks brown on the bottom, so it's a good time to mix it so that it cooks at the same time, okay? Here I'm adding some red wine, some Chinese red wine, and oh my goodness, this smells so good. Go ahead and give it a good mix. Get all the goodness from the bottom of your pan with the right spatula, and let me tell you, oh my goodness, you're not going back to that Chinese store, that Chinese restaurant up the road, or in that mall. You're gonna make this at home, and you're gonna see how delicious it tastes. Smells amazing. We're gonna keep letting this sizzle, and as you can see, it's starting to sizzle. When you see it starting to bubble up, then I'm adding a little bit more soy sauce. Remember, if your soy sauce is very salty, you might not need any more, but I've been working with this soy sauce, so I know it's not a salty soy sauce. So we're gonna add our water soon, because I know you want your gravy. And remember, we have the cornstarch in here already on the meat, so we don't need to add another slurry with any cornstarch. We're just gonna add our water. I'm adding a little honey. All the ingredients to this recipe is gonna be in the description box of this video. The meat looks good. It's cooked. You can taste it this time, and you're gonna know if you need some more salt, what else you need to add in there. Okay? So when it starts to look like this, you know that you can start getting ready to add your water, okay? tasted it and I realized I needed some more soy sauce, so I'm adding some more. And as you can see, the color is becoming dark brown looking, and that's what you want. So I made sure for this section, guys, I wanted to really show you what's happening and what goes on with the meat. So sometimes when you cook, it's like that. You gotta taste as you go, okay? I'm adding some more salt because I realized that we needed a little bit more salt in here. Now we're ready to add our water in, and you're gonna mix it up and you see how it bubbles. You can add some more. I have the exact amount I added. Yes, look at this, guys. You see how it's thickening up and it looks so good. You're gonna give it a good mix. And then we're gonna get ready to add our onions and our bell pepper. You're gonna give it a final mix, and then you can turn this off. Now, if you like a lot of gravy, you can add more water. But just remember, the more water you add, you have to add some more salt. Okay. So this is it, guys. Pepper steak. Enjoy with white rice or noodles. My kids love having it with noodles. I hope you enjoy this recipe. I hope you love it, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.